I get the sense you have some suspicion about these larger institutions like the European Parliament or the European Commission. So what are your thoughts here?
If it was up to me, Germany would leave this hellhole today, not tomorrow. That what you were kind of getting at?
Why?
Well, because the institutions are not, they're not only undemocratic, they're anti-democratic. We are not a parliament, at least not by, it's actually, a disgrace to call it a parliament, if you will. We have certain competencies we don't have. We don't have budget control, for instance, which is a good thing, on the other hand, because if we had budget control, then the national parliaments would have been stripped of that, right? So, and we do not pass any laws, by the way. We don't. We vote on resolutions, which are like, letters we write to the EU Commission. It would be nice if you could do this, that, or the other, but we do not actually pass laws. Passing the law, the legislation, is done, guess what, by the council. And the council is comprised of the members of the national executive. So if the German government wanted to pass a law and the German parliament said, no, we're not going there, we're not doing this, story over, right? Not in this case. Now the respective minister just travels to Brussels, speaks with his colleagues, passes the law there, which then has to be implemented as a EU law in all of the member states. So there goes your rule by the people for the people. It's just over with, So actually other elected representatives of other countries get to pass legislation that the Germans will have to put into law and adhere to, even though they never wanted it. So there you go. Because all of the companies, they no longer have to negotiate with 27 different states. It's just this one entity. And Ursula von der Leyen, she is such a brilliant negotiator, isn't she? I mean, securing how many 4.6 billion doses of these mRNA shots, which her husband, by the way, sitting on various boards in these companies, benefited directly from. Seriously? That's what we consider democracy now? Interesting.